The analysts believe it's possible. They think these puzzle pieces are in place just given that upgrade, there's people waiting for the upgrade that you just mentioned, and the fact that this new phone has 5G, and they really believe that's going to be an attractive thing to get people to upgrade this year. I myself, I've hung on to my iPhone for 3 years. A lot of people are holding on to their iPhones longer and longer, and we seem to have hit that inflection point where people are thinking, hey, it's time for an upgrade. So that's where the bullish call is.
You know, you look at Apple shares, Steve, and you think, does the company either doesn't need a super cycle or it's counting on one because the shares are up, what, 60 or 70% just this year? This is a $2 trillion market cap. So which is it, do you think? Does it have to be a super cycle or doesn't it?
Exactly, and that's the genius of Tim Cook here. Years ago, he saw the writing on the wall and knew iPhone sales are not going to be able to grow at these astronomical levels forever. And so that's when they really started pushing that services narrative and saying, hey, we're going to grow this business. This is going to be our new engine of growth. And it turned out they delivered on it. And that is what investors have been rewarding the stock on more than iPhone sales. You might remember a couple years ago, iPhone sales tanked 15%, and the stock just went to the moon still. And so if you had told me that the stock would go up and iPhone sales would fall that dramatically, I would have thought you were crazy. So that's what people are really evaluating the company on. It's this whole idea that we have this huge install base of iPhone users, and we have different ways to squeeze more revenue out of them, whether it's through these services packages we're seeing or these great accessories, whether it's AirPods or the Apple Watch. And there's plenty of room for those accessories to grow too.
Steve, now that it's been 24 hours since the launch event, tell me how you would describe the buzz around these phones compared with the launch of past phones with big features that were big breakthroughs.
Yeah, it's not a brand new form factor. So, if you look back to 2017, we had the iPhone 10, got rid of the home button, that full screen design. If you look back to the last super cycle 6 years ago, that was when they made that jump to big screen. So, consumers really like to go after these brand new form factors. They like to feel like they have a brand new phone. Technically, this iPhone 12 series is a new design, but it's more iterative on the current design. So it's not going to feel as new as maybe the iPhone 10 did and the iPhone 6 did. And at the same time, we've been talking about this all week, the skepticism around 5G, the lack of coverage. They talked a lot about 5G yesterday. In fact, they mentioned 5G before they even showed us the new iPhone 12. That is really their key selling point, but they have yet to really come up with a compelling real-world use case for it, other than saying you're going to be able to download things faster. But what does that actually mean? We haven't really experienced that yet.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.